Hi guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another design team layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cutfiles shop on Etsy. This is going to be my layout for the Great Outdoors release. So everyone on the design team is doing a project for this release this week. It is a bunch of beautiful brand new cut files all themed around the Great Outdoors. So I have chosen this gorgeous cut file. It is called Stargazer, and it's this beautiful moon and hearts all sort of joined together and tied together with these strings, and oh, it's so pretty. As soon as I saw it, I thought it would be beautiful as an outdoor themed layout, but I'm going to go a little bit off off project, I guess, and I'm going to use it for a baby layout because it is just beautiful and perfect for this photo of my little girl. She's only 3 weeks old in this photo and she's fast asleep, and I'm so glad I used it for this. And being a cut file, I can use it as many times as I want, so I'm sure this is going to make it on a great outdoors themed layout as well. So I've backed my photo with a little bit of tissue paper. I'm just going through and adding some paper layers now. The cut file is just cut out of plain smooth white cardstock, and that background paper I'm using is from the Kaisercraft High Tea collection. So it is this layout is going to be very pink and very girly. I'm not apologizing. I love pink. It's my favorite color. And my little girl's wearing a beautiful pink dress as well. So just adding some soft pink layers. I've sort of joined these two offcuts together to make a single layer. I probably didn't need to do that because you can't see very much of it in the end, but that is a good technique to use. You really can't see the join. Using another just white and soft pink paper here. Just add a little interest. I found this little trim. I've got a bag of just bits and pieces. You can see I've got a kit off to the left. That's a kit I've put together myself for my kids' baby albums. And yeah, I love that little bit of trim. It's just sort of soft tulle ruffle with a silver edging. I don't even know where this is from, to be honest. I may have just pulled it off a card or something. It's the only one of it I have, but I thought it went really nicely on this layout. Just a little layer beneath the photo there. And I pulled out that little peg too. It's a really cute little painted wooden peg, and you will see eventually what I'm going to use that for. I'm going to start backing my cut file now. I'm using a yellow, a pink, a soft purple, and a pale blue. And I am using the trace and cut technique this time. I'm not sure why. I think just sometimes I like to switch it up. I tend to use a lot of different techniques to back my cut files, but this time I'm just tracing around my little shape, and then I'm going through and trimming just a little bit smaller than the outline, so it will fit inside the cut file. And then I'm just going to use my tacky glue to draw a very thin line around the edge and pop that down. I'm pretty sure for my stars I just stuck a piece down and then trimmed off the excess, but for this moon I did trace and cut. I don't know why. I don't know. Depends on my mood, I guess. There we go. I had to trim off a little bit of excess anyway. And just now I will come back with a fully backed cut file. If only it was that easy in real life, hey? So now I'm going in with some splatters, of course. I'm using white acrylic paint, a bit of water in there to make it splatterable, and I will just splatter it all over the place. I'm concentrating more on the areas where you're going to see sort of outside my cut file and outside my photo. I do a fair bit of mixed media on this layout, and it doesn't all go according to plan, as you will see, but that's okay. This is my Liquitex acrylic ink in silver. I need a few more colours of this. I am going back up to uni in a couple of months, so I will be grabbing more while I'm there because it is amazing. It's a beautiful, pale, really shiny metallic silver. It's so pretty. And a bit of gold as well. Why not? This is the Kaiser Mist in gold. I don't mind mixing my metallics, especially gold and silver. So this stencil is a Kaisercraft one. I'm not sure of the name, but it's just a 12 by 12 star stencil. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites. And this I'm using is the Liquitex Glass Beads Gel. Now, I was really excited when I first got this. I have not had a lot of success. I've tried it a couple of times, and as you'll see, I just can't make it visible. Yeah, you just can't see it. So I'm adding some glitter this time. It's just fine white pearl glitter, and I kind of hoped that would make it more visible, but it doesn't do anything. So yeah, this gel wasn't cheap either, so I'm a little bit disappointed. If anyone has any tips for me, please leave them in the comments because yeah, I would love to make this work. So I'm just going to go through with this and use it randomly all about the page, and you can see me fiddling with it quite a bit because you need to get a thin layer of beads. You can't clunk it up too much, or yeah, it's quite difficult to work with. But then in saying that, you have to get enough beads on there that it's not just the gel, because that's kind of pointless. So you can see I scattered it around there. It's very visible now while it's wet, but once it dries, it will be next to invisible. So yeah, struggling with that a little. I'm going to pop my cut file up on some foam. This is single-sided adhesive foam from Spotlight. And yep, I'm not going to make you watch all this, but I find this is the easiest way, just to cut it into strips and then stick and snip as I need it. I thought I sped through this. Oh, there we go. It's better. So here you can see that's dried. I've got some gold glitter hearts on there too, but you can't see that bead gel. It's invisible. You can feel it. If I get really close, you can just about see it, but it's next to invisible. So kind of disappointed. I'm thinking I'll try and ink them maybe. So I pulled out this gold ink. It doesn't show up at all. So then I pull out my Liquitex acrylic ink. I wish I had the gold for this. I would have preferred gold, but there's already silver on the page, so I'm just going to use the silver, and that works. You can definitely see the stars now. That's a lot better, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the bead gel. Yeah, kind of disappointed about that. So when I saw this cut file, my initial thought was I kind of wanted to turn it into a mobile. I want it to look a bit like a baby's mobile. So I'm going to use this string. I think I got this on gift packaging, but it's a white twine with gold metallic twine through it. It's really pretty. So I've just marked the halfway point on my page and then flipped it over, and I'm just going to sort of loop my string in half and then washi tape it down. Probably could have done it differently, but I thought this was probably, in my head, this was the easiest way to do it. So then I'm just laying it out where I want, roughly giving a little pencil mark where I want the strings to end, and then I'm just going to glue them down. I use a fair bit of glue, and I let it dry a little bit before I snipped it, but that one wasn't quite dry, you can see. And yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. I did mess with the placement of it a little bit off camera, but I ended up with the effect I was going for. I'm going to glue down my cut file, again just tacky glue. I like to use wet glue, especially on foam and things like that. There we go. I just find it's more secure. I haven't had a lot of success with tape. So there we go, there's a little peg. I kind of felt like it looked like it was holding it up there, like it was hanging on a little peg. It's cute. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle in some of those gold glitter hearts. They are just ones I have lying around in my stash, and just to bring in some more of that gold and silver. Okay, this is the Echo Park Baby, the most recent baby collection of theirs. I can't remember the name. Hello Baby, I think. I'm using a large baby chipboard piece as part of my title. And I'm going to go through the stickers and pull out a couple of little ones. I really like that cloud. I messed around a lot with the embellishments on this. I think because there's a lot on there already, I don't want to add too much, but I do want to add a little bit more than I have already. So I loved that moon. I just could not find a spot for it. There were quite a few things I loved. I couldn't get them on there without them covering up the cut file, and the cut file is just too beautiful to cover up. So I like that mobile, but it felt a bit sort of chunky and white spacey So then I found this one on the sticky sheet and I like that a lot better. So that fits really nicely in that kind of blank spot. And then my big head's going to get in the way, but I do just use my white gel pen to sort of draw on a string so it looks like it's connected to the cut file. And then I'm going to finish off my title with these alphas. They are little sort of typeface alphas by Grace Taylor that I've had for years and years. I don't even know whether that brand still exists anymore. But my full title is going to be Dream On, Baby Girl. She's sleeping, she's dreaming. Yep, I add in that little blue duck up in the cut file. I figured it was a bird in the sky, kind of made sense. I'm going to use a blank label in here just for my date. And do I put the date? No, I just put her name and how old she was. So 3 weeks old. Oh my goodness, so tiny. Those labels are just free printables from Caitlin Schaefer. You can find those online. And then I'm going to start gluing everything down. I'm mostly done. A couple of little extra bits. That's a cute little star safety pin. I thought that filled in that gap nicely. I'm going to prop up the part of my title that is hanging off the photo just to make it one even layer. And I think that is the last thing I do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out the other design team members' layouts. They have all done an amazing job this time. And don't forget to check out the Cutfile shop. The link is in the description box. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.